Hey, good evening, Warband. I've got Connell McCracken, Sir Gitas, Sergeant Grinch, Random Gen Z Bastard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So it is Thursday, so we're hopping back in Conan Exiles, and Season 3 has just dropped. I did a bit of grinding off stream to get, all of Season two's Battle Pass stuff dealt with, so there's been some progress. And where I last left off, I went to a sorcerer who keeps getting spoken of. Because he's been around for a while, but he seems to have a lot of involvement with the sorcery that's been going on in the Exile lands. So I wanted to see whether or not he'd have anything new to say when Season 3 started. There's a whole lot of new stuff to look at, and we need a proper base. So that's more or less our objective for this session. We're going to get a base going. But I just realized I need to actually adjust my attire. Something a little more appropriate for this particular game. Alrighty, so. Yep. Yep, that's new. That was not here when I went to sleep. First off, we have journey steps. Geez, there's a lot. Battle Pass too. See. Bunch of new stuff. Wow, wow, wow.
My team is sick of your innards. May your mouth live in eternity of dog shitted perdition.
Whoa. Someone's having a bad day. We've got some slightly better gear for where we last were, but best weapon is still that abysmal sword and this beginner shield. So let's see what the heck's going on here. This is a big part of what we aim to do. Golems. Master Carver Huang, what do you know?
Greetings, Wanderer. I suspect an interesting and winding road has brought you to me. I am a sculptor. My current medium is blood crystals. Should you bring me some? I am happy to barter with my skills, such as they are.
Hey, we can learn Golem Constructor right off the bat. Like, I'm going into this blind, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on here.
So many disparate and desperate roads lead to the perdition of these exiled lands. Once, in another life it seems, I was an artisan of Kitai. My work displayed in the capital cities, and honored with no small amount of praise. Mechamosis has shown generosity to we Kitan. He unites us with the promise of escape. His mind is ruthless, but sane. No small feat for one who practices his art. A powerful statesman commissioned a statue in his image. I toiled for weeks searching for his likeness, imprisoned in the block of jade. I chiseled, I cut, I perspired. Yet every time I neared completion, the jade shattered inexplicably. After the fifth failure, My patron sent me home in a fit of rage. That night, I was abducted. I awoke here. I have seen many oddities in my time here. I now believe my former patron to be cursed. Only a curse could keep me from freeing him from the Jade. Now, like you, like so many others, I am banished to this uncanny prison. Yet, the impossible possibility of escape has manifested. Mechamosis requires my hands to craft an altar to his exact specifications, to amplify his sorcery, that he might open a gateway of egress from this cursed place. Should our gambit succeed, should we escape, I fear we must live in obscurity. I will have to perform my craft anonymously. Even escape is a sort of prison. And now the prospect of escape fills me with uncertainty. Should I remain here, life would be dangerous. I could be flayed in my sleep. However, the same is true for me in Katai.
Random Gen Z. Yeah, it does seem like a bit of an extreme reaction, but we're talking like eccentric, powerful nobility. You know, the kind who could afford 5 jade blocks just to have his portrait carved by a master artisan. Like, it's a different era. That kind of stuff happens.
So many disparate and desperate roads lead to the perdition of these exiled lands.
Right, so we learned Golem Constructor. Oh, yay, alright. Spire, nice. Create a golem. Alright, that's our objective right now, guys. We are going to figure out how to make a golem somehow. Knowledge. Let's search in here. Golem. Golem Constructor. Okay, so we need a Guardian Assembly Station, a Golem Workbench.
Get away from me!
We can make those with our Construction Hammer. Yes. Sorcery? We got a lot of interesting options here. So we need brick and iron. That's fairly cheap. Iron, wood. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a base going so that we can actually put this stuff together. First off, let's see what the heck everyone's screaming about.
Don't touch me!
Oh wow. Say, but there's some interesting stuff to trade here. Blood crystals, huh? Oh, is it you who's shrieking? Hey, Met Kamozis, you've upgraded since I last saw you.
I've been expecting you.
No!
The visions came to me, wafting like lotus smoke. The harder I grasped, the more the truths eluded the grip of my mind. I had to be very still, melt away all notion of self, and stalk those cagey revelations, like the ghost of thought. My steaming entrails and divination dripping on a plate, I saw the end of the exiled lands.
Damn your eyes!
A hungry doom, ready to swallow us all. But I also saw a way out. By my so potent art, I can harness the coming eclipse and subvert Kurak's workings. Through his madness, he taps into potent forces, true. But his strength is also his undoing. Kurak is chaos. A tangled knot of 1,000 serpent heads, devouring 1,000 tails. I, on the other hand, am precision. I am control.
No!
The preparations are made. The altar is ready. When the moon eclipses the sun, I will harness the power of the celestial alignment. I only require more blood crystals. Through my visions, I spied a way to tap into Kurak's transportory stone. It is the only way in and out of his lair. Away now, before all is lost.
What, you want me to kill a 1,000-headed serpent?
The visions came to me, wafting like lotus smoke.
Oh.
The harder I grasped, the more the truths eluded the grip of my mind.
Okay.
I had to be very still, melt away all notion of self, and stalk those cagey revelations like the ghost of thought.
Blood crystals to activate transportory stone. Okay, wow, so... Wow. Alright, we got our work cut out for us. So can we do anything with you? And I'm not sure how close I can reasonably get. You know, YouTube might have some problems with that particular visual were I to take a closer look. Oh, you can purchase people here. Wait, War Spear of the Black Circle? Okay, that's neat. Caesar's annoying. Well, we're not sticking around very. We're just checking around just to see kind of what everyone's got here. Alright, there is much to do. Yeah, they're prepared for combat. Okay, so, yeah, Nakamosi Spire. I've done some wandering around. We have some options for where we can go in order to begin building our stuff. I'm torn between heading further north, camping out in a place that feels somewhat familiar, has a lot of nice resources that I like, or heading to the jungle, which I'm very familiar with. A little dark. Well, the eclipse is over now, so should be daylight. I mean, heck, be thankful it's not nighttime. The eclipse, like if the eclipse replaces night, that changes a lot of things. We have options. We can either head up around this settlement, or we can head out to the jungle. Really just a question of where do we want to build the beginnings of our base? What happened to the city? The unnamed city right here. I kind of think it fell apart. We could check it out, but we can't build there, so it's not really optimal. Then there's Sepermeru, I suppose. Yeah, no, I think after the war with the humans and the Lemurians, the unnamed city fell into despair. We could go check it out and maybe hear more from the War Master. But I think that the war just devastated most of the population. Population in question can be found right here. And they're not exactly in a good position either. I'm thinking we're gonna head up here. We're gonna go somewhat north, so it's gonna be a bit of a hike. But we're going to set up shop in the north, where I have access to more or less all the materials that I like to work with. Gonna be a bit of a run. Of course, the locals are gonna mess with us. Well, I suppose while we're running, we really should check what challenges we've got that maybe we can do. Oh, defeat Kurak? Right, yeah, just defeat Kurak. Craft a golem part, we'll worry about that. Wolves, we're heading north, we'll be in the area. Harvest Bloodstone. I don't know where that is. We'll have to find out. Maybe the journey steps have a hint? Activate that. There we go. Alright, looks like we've oh, now they're too busy messing with someone else. Gotta head further north. Really? Antelope thinks, oh yeah, I'll take an elephant in a fight, 1v1, no sweat. Got stones, I'll give him that. Having a, can't you use a nosebleed when trying to bloodstone? Having a dude that's more builder than warrior to tag along would be handy. Oh, wait, geez, I've got this activated. There we go. Well, honestly, normally I do the builder over warrior bit, but there's not really much in the way of having a builder thrall, because they can't really build, although you can get people that carry stuff like pack mules. Normally, like, I'd go around with just massive inventory space encumbrance build. Okay, tiger. Oh, geez, that tiger. Okay, we gotta keep moving. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they hit like trucks. There we go. Alright. I can climb that. How high up can we get? Let's see. Really don't think I have enough stamina to make it up to the top. Gotta find another pathway up. Keep going. There's gotta be something around here. Fan of the Jurassic counterparts. Well, their Jurassic counterparts are around, they're just a bit further north. So we'll be seeing them eventually. Great getting beat up by a cat. Hey, tigers are at least mid-game tier stuff, and I'm still basically using early game equipment. I'm not necessarily trying to kick everything that I come across. I'm just trying to survive. Also, I gotta take off my gear. I need to squeeze. Oh boy, this could be bad. Can I? No, no, no. Oh, crud. Okay, that was close. That was very close. Okay. Thankfully we can heal up. And thanks to one perk I got, Glutton for Punishment, we can actually recover a lot of our health back. Very handy perk. Newer to the game. Is this the same Conan from Conan the Barbarian? Yes. He's actually here in the Exile Lands right now. I've visited him once already. Some food? I've got some food. That's fine. Between the bandage and the Glutton for Punishment perk, I'm already back to full health. The real issue is making sure my stamina lasts long enough to make it all the way up. Make it just to that section right there. Oh, come on, please. Please, please be good enough. Nope, not good enough. Okay. Hurts, but we just wait for Glutton for Punishment to reactivate. Surely I can climb up this way. Yeah, good movie, good books, good comics, and personally, a good game. Conan's character is complex. Funny, Robert E. Howard actually said that he thought of Conan's stories in a certain sequence as though Conan was retelling them as they came to mind. Yeah, good to drop that here. Way. There is a way to walk to where I want to go, but climb up over the cliffs. We're almost there. It takes a second to navigate them if you're not wearing the proper gear, but this will do. This will do. Park ourselves there. Here. Almost. Just a little bit further. On. All right, there we go. We made it. Some sort of passage just below us, probably like. Well, all right. So now up in the Highlands area. This kind of feels like home. Oh, hello, bear. Bears. Oh, no, that's an elk. I certainly don't mind this particular area of the map. We've got access to iron, we got stone, we got coal, we got wood. We have access to a lake. That's pretty important. And we're not terribly far from civilization either. I could definitely think of worse spots. Definitely an option. I mean, heck, we've even got a quaint little village.
No, closer.
See how well we can fight against the locals. They usually use good quality gear. Heavy combo in on them. Of them. Not bad. Pretty good haul there. Go with that. That including the skull. Let's see, this equipment. It's better than the nothing I have now. That's better. Well, considering I can fight the locals pretty well. Oh, yeah, one more. Stuff. Ah, Sorcerer's Scroll, alright. I don't mind this spot. It's really a question of where to set up shop. Ah, hold on. Here's some... Wait, is that bloodstone? No, that's just a carcass. Wolves. There we go. Better skin them. Alright, well, access to wolves. Tempted to set up shop here, guys. Kind of wish I knew where some bloodstones were. Want the main base to be somewhere out in this area. Ogre 6.5 high and 7 feet long. Good meat. Oh yeah, elk meat's it's among the better ones in this one. The really good stuff's the exotic meat. Let's see. Head north. God's Claw Passage is usually a pretty neat spot. So used to being on a PvP server where there's just a ton of other people set up. So, considering that there's only a handful of other people here besides from me, Candy Storm, spoiled for choice. What I'll also do is see where a good building spot might be. Fire shelf is extinct. You sure it's not this thing? Body flesh. And of course over encumbered, so now we gotta ditch some stuff. Couple of clothes that we're not using. So without knowledge of where bloodstones are, I need access to a couple key things. Also, I think I gotta change my hotkeys because not really suitable when playing Conan. Stuff's hotkey to heavier stuff. Storm launcher. We need access to brimstone, hide, stone, wood, iron. Ideally, access to people of some kind. Now there's this new bloodstone. Should also be a defensible position. Wouldn't be bad if I was trying to hide away. This would be pretty good even if I was wanting to hide away, but I'm going for something a bit grander in scale than a little hole in the wall. Little wolf cave there. That'd be kind of neat to come back to. I want something that's got like a commanding presence. Maybe it's just my ego speaking, but what the heck's that up there? Like I like having monuments. Seriously, what is that? I want to have something big. I want to have something cool. Something that people will walk up on and go, holy shit, that's cool. Yeah, no dinosaurs that I've found in Conan. It's really just the dragons so far as your giant lizards. I haven't met any lizard here that isn't a quadruped. Cave could have become the warband Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is not in a cave. Close to where I had the idea. I mean, if I really wanted to go dramatic, I'd do a volcano base, but that is so far from anything relevant. So this wouldn't be bad. Build here? I can. This is a foundation. Fairly close to Shattered Spring. Decent water access. I think we got access to a bunch of materials here. Stone and wood, obviously, but how close are we to an iron deposit? That's very important. Seeing any iron deposits nearby? We have deer. The view's nice if you're into kind of fog and mist. I'm digging it. We'll scout here a little bit. Some of you who were here for the Cocaine Bear stream may remember this particular spot. So I'm gonna mark this with a potential. That's not bad. Have anything before you simp? Nah, that's for cult meetings. This is a Warband Exiles stream. More wolves. Yellow Lotus though, that's definitely a plus, having access to that. So I'm gonna mark that with the plant symbol. What about up here? Freaking demonic wolf. Yeah, it's all. Ah, yes, the Circle of Swords. Very interesting landscape here. This was apparently where a peace talk was held a while back, or was supposed to be held. Now, there's slightly less friendly inhabitants. Wolves won't chase me out this far. What about over here? Close enough to Shattered Springs that it's within walking distance. Once we get a map room set up, it's less of an issue. Harvest poppy seeds? Closest you get to that would be various kinds of lotus. You know what? I will take you. There we go. Well, we'll just use a healing wrap to get our health back while we figure out this spot. I'm a little less enthusiastic about it. Not really what I'd call picturesque or intimidating. Circle of Swords is already occupied. Thinking back that way, I just need to know where there's a good iron deposit. Oh. Well, at the very least, I think that we should just make it, and given its proximity to Yellow Lotus, probably, I know that there's definitely worse spots. What about up here, though, near the Circle of Swords? Building's not allowed here. Here is a different matter. Well, it reduces our footprint, but we do have space that we could take up. Oh, looks like the eclipse is going to happen soon. Right. I'm guessing this is going to become a regular occurrence. Get some light. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing for a while. Okay, we have an iron deposit here, so that gives us something to work with at least. Then I don't want to build a fort there. I have a working iron deposit. That. Have our lotus. Have a sufficiently inspiring person. Can I make Doggy my friend? I can make Doggy friend if I kidnap as child. Adult Doggy? No. Child Doggy? That's another matter. So, after a brief scouting, I think we're going to build here. What range do we have on this? Definitely a limit to how close we can build to these watchtowers. But I definitely like this as our centerpiece. We're going to go with this. First off, we are going to need something proper. Umbered, I'll bet. But at the very least, we have some basic requirements. We are going to need enough to make ourselves a proper aloe potion. Well, no, not an aloe potion, a yellow lotus potion. We need to be able to respec. There is a better potion recipe out there, but I haven't picked that one up yet. And we gotta focus on it. So, first thing we gotta do is make ourselves a box to put all this stuff in. Carefully crab walk our way up. This will be a beautiful centerpiece to build into. I want to start right on the center of it, though. My artistic sensibilities might get in the way a little bit here. But one thing that I loved about Conan still love about it, is you can make circles with triangles and squares. I'm a big fan of circles. Start with a nice wedge foundation. Very center of our tower. Twine, which surely, yes. Yes, we have enough to make. Okay. this down. Dump a whole bunch of stuff that we really don't need right this second. Wait. Oh yeah, I have 2 of these now. Yeah, I went and took out that Dregs boss again and got a second staff. This will be enough to get us going. Do we have 70 iron bars? Is that enough to make what we need? Stone, some wood, and some iron. Have enough stone. We can get enough stone, and we have enough iron. So all we need now... Get the stone, get the wood. It sounds bad the way I say it. Yes, it does sound bad when I say that to make friends with wolves you must kidnap his child, but that is how you do in Conan. I mean, there's other ways that you can make friends with various creatures, but wolves are the kind that you must kidnap as child. I don't think that there's just wild dogs, though maybe there's someone selling them. I'll have to look into that. But for now, we need a proper base of operations. I've been living out of huts and random tables for a while. It'd be a little boring content-wise. But this is something that we do desperately need. Especially if we're going to try and make golems. I like this spot in particular because it's far enough away from resources that we won't cause anything to despawn. So close enough to basically everything that we need. Makes a good base of operations. One of its biggest flaws is it is somewhat vulnerable to trebuchet fire where anyone's so inclined. Perhaps we can make that work to our advantage. This fast. You have Yellow Lotus in the inventory. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Alright, we'll make that work. We still have plenty to work with. Make them. We just need to go get them. Boring Gundit would be watching me put my laundry away. Well, I recognize that the building grind is not everyone's cup of tea. So at the very least, I will do my best to entertain you guys while we work our way through this. But I'm going to need to get into a harvesting build. And this right now, like, I'm good at combat. I am not good at harvesting. And we need to be able to craft a whole bunch of stuff. Seeds will make it a bit more portable. Now that might actually be enough. Lotus blossoms, that's probably enough for a potion. Single potion to work our magic. not meaning sorcery, unfortunately. I imagine we will need many supplies in order to build up proper foundations and to properly construct golems. And now as old Grey goes. Grey goes after he stops shaving for a long period of time. Busted out my copy of Firepower? Huh. Is that like a book or a game? So, materials. Copper yellow lotus potion in there. And we can make one for 10 lotus blossoms. They take a while to craft, but such is the price of getting that stuff quickly. Plus a couple other alchemy related things in here too. Blood's usually pretty important. What we will also need is some steel. Steel, we can either, well, steal it from the locals, which might not be a bad idea. Well, at least we know we can take the locals if we build ourselves into combat. Oh, so firepower, book on the history of U.S. heavy tanks. Ooh, that does sound interesting. Somewhat important and a few less important things in here. We did actually unlock this? No? Crafting a golem. We must need those bloodstones. I wonder if it even gives a hint as to where these things are. User knowledge, craft a shield, block an attack. Oh wait, craft a stone club. Surely I can do that. Probably have the materials for it. No, I don't have enough stone on me. Rider, Dismantler, Purge Defender, Raider, Sorcerer. It's the Tome of Crack. I've actually acquired one of those once. Upgrade my Tome of Crack. A rare piece of knowledge. Find and speak with Conan. Use a fragment power. Defeat a world boss. Photographer. Brewer. We're probably going to need stone consolidant, huh? Just unlock. Testing this setup here, but really need it. I'm looking more for. Oh wait, hold on a second. There were other things in that journey, weren't there? Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, oop, good thing we came back. So now we've been completely reset with our attributes and our knowledge. So first of all, we are going to get our expertise all the way up. We will go with efficient harvest, that we harvest more. Hard worker to get them twice as fast. And beast of burden so that we're maxed out. Now. This is apparently what you need in order to make friends, the authority stat. Direct effect on armor. At the very least, we're going to want 5 in this. have another 27. We can max out. Max out a second stat tree. Could put everything into strength, really. Don't really need agility. We're not going to be making friends just yet, so we don't really need authority. Let's max out vitality. Take fast healer. Bust, make ourselves very tough. That's probably enough, actually, giving ourselves a good sizable health pool. Get endurance so that we can move faster. Eight's not really a issue. Let's dump a lot of it into strength so that we can actually survive and fight properly around here. We'll go with combo master. Put the rest into grit for our stamina. Knowledge, going to need a fair bit of construction knowledge. I went barber. Beds, torches, various wraps, a whole bunch of just essential basic skills. More or less the entire survival tree. Pure aloe. Yeah, we can get up to star metal now. Some of the more advanced cooking options too. Cooking becomes pretty important later on. Boxes, yep. Sure. Thralls, I don't know if we'll be taking any, but probably good to have it. Water well. Yeah, take that. Weapons. Whole bunch of weapon skills right now. Primarily going to be sword and boarding. Master weaponsmith. High grade armor. Religion. Well, we might see about unlocking Ymir. Conan the Ukrainian. That's some heretical stuff right there. Okay, apparently there's a lot of options for this golem bit. We can unlock all this stuff with a whole bunch of our level skills. There's even like ritualistic sacrifice now, which I'll admit, not super familiar with, but I'm curious to figure out. Okay, so Oak Rider, well, that's what I currently have activated. Now we're gonna switch to blacksmith, and it wants us to place a furnace. So let's place a furnace because we are going to need one. Place a couple things right up here for now. Now what we need, swap out a couple of things. So let's get an iron hatchet. This is the best that we have for the moment. We'll have better in a few minutes. Now we're cooking with gas. A lot of wood, a lot of stone, and I gotta find where there's a good iron deposit. I'm willing to bet there'll be some if we follow the river. The game would be funny with depleted uranium rounds. You can make star metal arrows. Harvesting the locals would be the Melniponian things to do. Well, I mean, I can, and that's a good way to get a lot of steel, but it is a terrible way to get mass quantities of supplies. And I need, for what I am planning, a lot of supplies. Balsa wood trees? No, they're not made of balsa wood. These are proper, I think spruce? I believe these are spruce trees. No, wait, spruce had different branches. These are pine trees. Either way, they're good. They're a good conifer. And it's not that they're... I'm just this buff. Like, I did not pump all those extra points into being able to harvest to not be able to destroy massive rocks and trees with a couple swings of an iron tool. We're just going to clear this out as best we can, as quickly as we can. Searching for a good source. What's that one iron deposit out this way? And I'm not seeing a better one right now. We'll just head over here and get as much iron as we can find. Should really keep an eye out for coal as well, although God's Claw Passage, which usually has a ton, it's a ways off. Worthwhile to go. Yeah, harvest ironstone, yeah. We are heading to where the ironstone was. Oh, hey, there's a book here. Oh, wow. Arachnus, huh? Curious. I've still got a whole bunch of consumables. Yeah, I've still got one of these. There. There's the iron stuff. Harvesting coal is next on the list. Bunch of ironstone to gather first. This is an arc where you beat trees and rocks to death with your bare hands. Nah, you gotta pick your stuff up by hand first. Barbarians don't read. They don't usually read the language of civilized. Like, barbarians can't read Latin, perhaps, but not to say that they don't have. But they're not. Barbarians can be literate, and I'm pretty sure Conan is literate. So are you going to go tell Conan that he can't read because he's a barbarian? Dude literally became a king. It's kind of hard to be a king if you don't know how to read. Also another nice little hidey hole. Bit exposed, but that seems worse. Alrighty, yeah, that's a good point. Now you see how my inventory sign is flashing, but I'm not slowing down? That is the beauty of the encumbrance build. Essentially, so long as I have inventory slots, I can keep moving around at full capacity. It does tend to drain stamina kind of fast, but that's a small trade-off for being able to carry literally a mountain. It gets rhythmic. Wouldn't be surprised if Barbarian shocks some Roman senator by writing various insults on a plank of wood in Latin. That would be pretty mind-blowing to the Romans. Although, since we're at a slow time, I should actually take the opportunity to post this. If you wish to donate to the channel and have your message read out loud by text-to-speech, there's the donation link, now pinned at the top. I would prefer that you use that over Super Chats because YouTube takes half of Super Chats. Meanwhile, I get a much larger percentage of donations through Streamlabs. Slightly inconvenient, and if you do want to donate through Super Chat, please do the bare minimum. I kind of want to stick it to YouTube by not giving them any more than the bare minimum. Seriously, they take 50%. That's such bull. Alright, so I broke that, but since I have a bunch of iron bars on hand, I can just repair it. That fixes itself up. You can find coal anywhere. Bound to be some around here. Oh, hey, a horse. I'm gonna steal you. Yep. I just shoved the horse into my pocket. Someone, like, first and foremost. I'm willing to bet that a lot of you know more know a variety of languages if we just counted the stuff that you know how to curse in. Send Neil and Susan to the Wheel of Pain. You think I want Neil and Susan working for me after their spirits have been broken? No. They're not going to the Wheel of Pain. I gotta figure out how to use this altar of sacrifice stuff. I think it would be far more satisfying to have their souls in bottles on my shelf. Also, Red Lotus. Well, Crimson Lotus. Now this is actually the closest that you get to cocaine. Like, sure, the White Lotus powder has its own advantages, but Red Lotus powder especially can be used as an impromptu battle stimulant. So here we have Braga.
What brings you to this God-cursed corner of the world, Exile? Behold, the pride of Cimmeria, a clan of soft-minded fools who think they've died and gone to Crom's realm. Never mind that we walked through a desert to get here. Never mind that we can still take pleasure and pain in equal measure. Oh no, we must be in the afterlife, because it's foggy.
Braga is a very practical man. This up here, this is a very important reason to journey all the way over to this little section. Obelisk. Obelisks are very important. They will later act as locations to be sent via map roads. Now that we have that, I'm going to do just a little bit more searching around and try to avoid the locals. They're not the friendliest bunch. I mean, Braga right there, that's probably the friendliest local for like a good mile. The elk wants in on it. That's why I had to put so much into stamina, though. When you're this encumbered, your stamina tends to drop pretty fast when you're running away from something. Can I take you? It's just one of you. There's no longer just one of you. Surge wood. Surely there's some coal around here somewhere. Ah, here we are. Some coal. I think this is coal. Yes. Alright, that's that completed. So let's grab a bunch of it. At least as much as we can manage to get the skeletons trying to take us down. And of course now it's nighttime with the eclipse going haywire. Seven, I guess. That would be offhand. Alright, decent amount of coal. We can work with this. Real barbarians could read, actually. They just couldn't speak Greek. Yeah, figured as much. Actually, apparently, I heard this from I forget where. So, you know, I can't cite the source on this. But apparently, back in the day, being able to read without saying or at least mouthing out the words, that was a rare skill. Because apparently what some people would do in order to determine the plans of the enemy army, or to determine the comments of a letter, would be reading the lips of the person who received the orders, or was giving out the commands, or discussing them. Because they couldn't, well, not necessarily just the ones discussing them, but the ones who received letters, people could tell what the contents of the letter were by reading the lips of the recipient. And now we got history with Sotnar in the chat. Nice. So, next phase of the... God, dude, please do not mess with me. Oh, it's a Simzerker. I gotta be careful about those guys. They are very powerful. Jeez, there's a lot of you here, isn't there? Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Gotta make it back to base. Drop all this stuff in the furnace and start smelting it properly. We got basically what we needed. This should be enough to get us started. A certain amount of steel for the next phase of the operation. I think we're far enough away that everything stopped chasing us. Harvest as much wood and stone as we can on the way back. Circle of Swords works as a nice landmark for us. Go. flotsam for some of the basics. But realistically, we should probably be making our stuff out of sandstone. At least just to get the framework up. Not terribly worried about us getting raided by, well, definitely not players. Although I suppose they could. Suppose Locust could get some guys together. Oh wait, of course I do all that running around. There's an iron deposit, right? Oh wait, this is the same iron deposit. Well, may as well harvest it while we're here. You harvest a bunch of iron, you usually get some stone occasionally, so this becomes a little more sensible to make stuff out of stuff that is more stone dependent. Oh wow, gained yet another level. Okay, 2 unspent points. So now we just need to cross the river here. Almost back. Honestly, we should probably, yeah, be harvesting bark and resin. We are going to need a bunch of bark for what we're doing. You can't actually swing your tools when you're out of stamina. Resin has its own separate use, and that's in making higher grade material. Plus, if I remember correctly, it's useful in a variety of drinks. And the mechanics behind drinks and food have significantly changed. Many of the mechanics have significantly changed. The meta that I had essentially beaten into me through a couple of years of gameplay, it's all changed up now. Mechanics are different, clothes function differently, stats are different. It's almost a different game entirely. Not that I'm actually upset about any of that. The game did need a lot of balancing. It was more or less in a solid state. Now it feels fresh and there's actually some mysteries to explore. Okay. But apparently you are not going to let me work in peace. Take you down. Almost got you. Almost. Mounted on the wall? You know what? I think I intend to. They do have fairly impressive heads. And I've got a good carving knife, so sure. We'll mount his head on the wall. Pop a stone cleaver in. Let's chop him up. Elk King head. Let's get a bunch of ironstone, some coal in there, and bam. Actually, what we really should do, since we have the resources, we'll do this in parallel. There we go. That should get us really going. Also, active furnaces, they make the surrounding environment very hot. This can be useful as a weapon or to survive colder environments. That go burn, burn, burn away. Meantime, I'm going to get some more wood and stone in preparation for the next step. Picture some centurion instant crying over men betraying Rome. Exactly, that's the thing. Like, we look at history with the benefit of hindsight. We can see, oh wow, this is why this happened, this is why that happened, but we can probably safely assume that society was extremely divided, and that there were people clamoring for the salvation of Rome through, you know, peaceful reform and some adjustments, while other members of the population had just completely given up on it. Oh, Hammer's gone live on PCR. Well, I'm doing my stream for 3 hours, guys, and y'all want to dip and head to PCR, I do not blame you in the slightest. This probably is not going to be anything resembling thrilling content. Heck, we're an hour and a half in and we're just getting the base set up. Conan is unfortunately not a very fast-paced or exciting game to watch. So I'm going to have to probably go the extra mile and really trim it down. But at the very least, I'm going to give you some hot base building action while the furnaces go and create a bunch of Tech 2, well, Tier 2 materials. Bunch of sandstone. So I've always been a fan of making circular towers. Always. You're going to start with fairly simple. Okay, it's fine. Interesting amounts of what it will and won't attach. Here. Then edge. That. This. Swap back. Go that. It's hard to get it to line up exactly. At the very least, somewhat accurate. Want to skip ahead to when it's finished, but you can't because it's live. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could just do a white, like just a screen fade white. But like, our objective is to make the golem, so I will be doing most of the tower construction off stream, like just to not completely bore you guys to tears. But we will just get some basics down. So you guys can at least see a simplified version of how the tower is going to look. Get the rough idea for what I'm going for. There we go. A bit easier to climb the current cliffs as well. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so now that will work for the core of the tower. Next up, we are going to do some work on kind of the courtyard. Expand it out a little bit, that it's not just a whole bunch of single layer rings. Do ring layer, let's say 3 deep seems to be good enough. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to move it, not remove it. Now, we do have a couple more options now. We can put down a blacksmith bench. Gather. Why isn't it activating the smelting an iron bar? I'm pretty sure that's what's being done here. Stone, coal. Yeah, no, that should be doing it. I don't understand why it's not, but okay. We'll just work around it. Another thing what we're going to need is a tannery. Put that down real quick. Table, perhaps? Well, carpentry. We need a carpenter's bench. We got a lot of wood to process. 1,000 wood on there. Survivor. Harvester, public defender. Mason, huh? Purge. Just to place a tinkerer's bench. Good. Make a simple weapon repair kit. Do we have that knowledge? There we go. All those tinker things. Oh, 15 stuff. That. I don't get why that doesn't count. Whatever, we'll just put the rest of our ironstone in here. Time to use wood like branches. Oh wait, I guess we don't have it activated right now, so it doesn't matter. Air weapon. Okay. Pretty sure I use that to wax some stuff. Done. Further, what about this stone? Yeah, that stone sword's pretty beat up. Surely I can repair that. No? Picky with the bow. Now, the bow's in basically perfect condition. Oh, the daggers. They're practically busted. There we go. Did you see the video about betrayal? I think I might have. Thin armor plating and apply it to armor. Plant and some twine. I don't think I have much in the way of twine right now. But we'll worry about that later. Now, place them. Place a fireball cauldron. Alright, let's place a fireball cauldron. Occurs to me that I might need some of that plant fiber. Let's just harvest a bit, make sure that we're got all the supplies we need. Plant fiber goes a fairly long way itself. There we go. There we go. Craft everything super fast. Whole bunch of insects, bunch of plant fiber. Let's make fireball cauldron. Best replace an alchemist bench. That's up top. We're gathering what we need real quick. Done. Harvest aloe. There's no aloe around here to harvest. a lot of... Switch to that one for now. I believe stone consolidant is made... Still made in the fireball cauldron. And plant fiber? No, resin and plant fiber. It used to require ichor, now it requires resin. That... Solidant. There. Let's see whether or not this works. If it doesn't, then it may be an issue with the furnace stuff. This did just drop, so for all I know, there's a whole ton of bug fixes with the journey steps. Yeah, for some reason, it doesn't like how I do this with the furnaces. Set this to craft a whole bunch of wood. What we really need, we gotta figure out how to make this gold. Iron bars, bricks, and wood. We have enough wood. We have enough iron bars. Might be getting close. I think that's enough bricks. Yes, we can make the golem workbench. It. So, Stone Guardian leg. Blood crystals. Crud. We need blood crystals. I don't know where to get those. I'm thinking probably from stone creatures. So I think that there are two things I need. One, I need some steel. That means I need some steel fire. That is a combination brimstone and tar. More tar. Animal hides. I was certain I had. We'll be back when it's time to harvest people. Yeah, honestly, it probably won't be this stream. It's unfortunately, but we're probably gonna have to stick to harvesting animals, maybe people if we happen to run into them. Mostly we're gonna be harvesting animals. Steel bar. I'm gonna need an armorer's bench too. I'm gonna switch to tanner. Kill an animal, skin an animal. There's a deer over here. This should work just fine. Works. Got a bunch of hide out of that. Not want to fight the Elder King again. Best replace a tannery. I have already placed it, so let's access it. Also, our pelts in there. Buy leather from the tannery. So I have to watch it. Have the tanner's table. Tanner's table requires a little bit of wood. That's full. You can technically harvest stone with an axe. It's not very efficient, but you can do it. Table. There we go. Is the Tanner journey step completed? Rewards us with an advanced Tanner's table. Very important though is we have access to this stone and the tar in here. Make a bunch of steel fire. Assembly station. Bone meal and steel. Sacrificial stone. Thaumaturgy bench requires crystal. So make the assembly station. We need more iron and some more bricks. Bricks I think we're good on. So we'll take that stone back. Increase production of iron. Burning the coal. Seriously, you gonna still mess with me? I have some steel daggers that I haven't really gotten around to using. No, you changed your mind about messing with me? Local wildlife does not like the eclipse. Something's making a bloody racket. Defeat wolves, harvest bloodstone. Surely we have some. Yes, we have some steel fire now. All right. Toss in iron bars with the steel fire, and we can start manufacturing. Next thing that we need an armorer's bench. Go side. No, still want to mess with me? I'm going to just hit you with bleed stacks. Witched out in the foundation of my base. much of that because we're going to need a ton of hide. Absolute ton of hide. Part of the bottleneck right now. Steel fire, very powerful, very important. That armorer's bench. I think we need something very important, which apparently I haven't unlocked yet. Head to our armor. Unlock the sandstorm mask. The armor styles, but mostly the sandstorm mask. Requires 45 steel bars and a light padding. Padding requires 26 hide and 5 twine. Hopefully not all the hide is cooked yet, so we can just toss that in. We have 5 twine. And now we can make the light padding. Now it's just a matter of getting the 45 steel bars. That is unfortunately easier said than done. Early game steel, this right now, bottleneck to us advancing. 45 steel bars. Oh, I think we might actually be better off harvesting the locals. Yeah, raisin. It's back on the menu. And the meat is going to be people, because the locals will be a faster source of early steel. Thankfully, they live just uphill. I'm their new neighbor. They're not going to like me very much.
You will all die!
Yeah, there, 11 bars right there. And we will also sure that we harvest them too. Two of them. Fortunately, we can use the hill as cover from the archer while we deal with the fighter. No iron from you, unfortunately. I'll have to figure out the whole German thing. That's something that I keep forgetting to do. Switch over to the warrior part of the journey. Target lock, yep. There. Alright, that's done. Now heavy attacks. Go. Apply sunder. I don't have anything that gives sunder, I think. Oh wait, I do have very strong, but I do have this stone club. Right? Craft a stone pipe. Not gonna get. You are very picky about what weapons you want for your journey step, but fine. I have to make them bleed now. No, cripple? Okay, good. Swords apply cripple. Yeah, and that completes the warrior journey. taking out a priest too. No, he's got a pair of headgear. Yeah, I'm gonna wear your hat. And then I'm gonna sacrifice you to Derketta. Because I'm kind of an evil bastard that way. You guys just did not even care as I butchered your priest. Right back to worshipping you. Oh, and finally, there, proper harness, pants, and a full Vanir set. And some ice. That's actually really useful. So, what other journeys have we on? So, we did Brawler hand wraps? What the heck are those? Soldier, rogue, archer. Oh, it's unlocking even more options. One of them is defeat with a strength-based weapon. Watch out. Nordheimer Fighter 3s are actually kind of beastly, if I remember correctly. They're a piece of heavy armor. Oh, do you have heavy armor for me to wear? There we go. Might. Oh, same sort of harness. Tacet. Like better tacet. Boots. Better boots. Body, obviously. Heavy armor. Don't have heavy armor to wear. Archer. Armor is an option as well, but I think what's most important is that, yes, we have 56 steel bars. So that's enough to craft what we need. Hey, Solitaire, thanks for stopping in. As usual, I'm activating all my stuff with friggin' hotkey commands. We've got about an hour to go. We're trying to figure out how to craft a golem. And for that, we need bloodstone. I think there's only one type of enemy that I know of that can harvest stone from. It might have potential to be bloodstone. Right now I'm trying to unlock a whole bunch of this Season 3 stuff. This wants thin armor plating. Surely I have some twine in here now. Dropped it all somewhere. Split this, take that, just craft more twine. Thin armor plating. We'll take out what's in here and toss what steel fire we have inside. So I got a hardened steel brick. Useful. 60 steel bars. Allow us armorer's bench. Toss in the steel bars and make how do I unlock that? Huh. Sandstorm mask is very important. Have that. Seven steel fire. It's not really a lot. Better put my horse away somewhere because it's taking a lot of inventory space up. Crafted. Apply it to some armor. Can't modify damaged items. Need iron and leather. There we have a ton of. Iron we have a ton of. Oh, wait, no, I could put it on this breathing mask. Here, and then bam. Find upgrade to a tool. This is actually something that I want. So I want to make a better pick. Steel pick requires 30 steel, some leather, some branches. 15 more steel bars. Head back up and take out some more of the locals. Early game steel is difficult to get. Do that up, but we're gonna go fight the locals and take their steel. Are golems the most expensive creation in the game? No. Gods are still still the most expensive creation in the game. Also, I'm wearing a shirt, so I suppose it's right to have it toggled on. No, golems, they're just a new creation. Their main thing is they require a new resource, bloodstones, which have not existed in the game until, well, a couple days ago. But it is a requirement for a battle pass challenge to craft a golem. So personally, I really want to do it before we hit our time. You're not gonna come to me, then I gotta come to you. You have 5 steel bars, you have 8 steel bars. Already that's pretty significant. I should also make sure that we have some aloe potions on standby for healing. Go. The other thing about golems is that Chronic is very interested in having a large number of golems as an army. I'm a sucker for anything that'll please Chronic. Oh hey, that was a steel axe right there. That's useful. There goes. Laying in with the heavy combos. There we go. Better than my current gear, so just drop that. Fighter 3. You might have some heavy gear to work with. There we go. Well, a bunch of brimstone. Not quite what I'm after, but not bad. More importantly, we should have enough steel now. 23 steel plus what we had before. That should be enough to make the steel pick. Upgrade that steel pick. Make it more efficient at harvesting. And that'll probably be our go-to item for a while. At least until we unlock some of the even better stuff. Which we could probably go and start working towards, but I'm really looking forward to these bloodstones. Steel pick. Upgrade kit. And steel bars. I have 8. Steel fire. We can make this work. Stuff is horribly inefficient. Alright, we can actually make a steel upgraded steel pick. Hooks faster. Come on. Just a little bit more. Probably drop a bunch of stuff in the chest since I'm going to make a bit of an excursion. Crystals we could work with. Let's hopefully get this upgrade set. More than enough steel to work with. Upgrade kit. Actually, while I'm thinking about it as well, we better set a bedroll here. There is a decent chance we could die while out and about on this. Also make that. Rock noses, if that's what actually does have it. They are not particularly susceptible to swords. Making a good strong mace will go a long way. I think weapon damage kits are part of the requirements for this. Upgrade kit, and we have our tool. There we go. Oh yeah, access replaces fluid press. Cooking? No. Farming? No. General? No. Alchemy? What does it need? Iron, huh? Go. And make a fluid press. Oil in a fluid press, which requires fish or seeds. I have seeds. I gotta. I have my emote button queued up to the hotkey, so every time I dodge in a certain direction, I trigger one of my emotes. That's why my face keeps shifting and my shirt keeps popping in and out. To finish the tower, make a dome top slightly wider than the shaft and 2 smaller round towers at the base. I'll consider it. No promises. See, this is one of the annoying things. Like, it's not detecting that I am indeed crafting the oil. Unfortunate. Well, can't win them all. I'm sure that that'll be complained to Funcom and they'll get to it in a month. Maybe I need to have no fluid? Oh no, that's the thing. I needed to have nothing in my inventory. Oh. Well, that might make this journey step a bit easier then, if that's the requirement. Blacksmith, so... Have my inventory empty of iron. Yeah, that did it. Let's replace the blacksmith's bench. Done. Oh, and then that's the blacksmith journey complete. Now, all I need to do is apply the damage kit to the weapon. Simple weapon damage kit. Apply it to this Nemedian mace that I just created. There we go. That completes the journey of the Tinkerer. It unlocks the prying kit. That's a useful thing. Steelsmith. Access, replace fireball cauldron. Check. Tar to tannery. Check. Gather brimstone. That is actually what is next on the list. So, what we will do now, we have basically everything I was after. Good new mace, got an advanced pick. Still keep our sword handy. We're off to go see about harvesting some bloodstone. If it does come from rock noses are found in the desert regions, particularly the more mountainous ones. So we're going to search for them in this general area, and we'll also view Shattered Springs, which is where we can gather brimstone. Oh hey, there's a bit of coal up here, that's neat. So we'll head out this way. Cook something either. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of steel and whatnot in here. It's probably easier to access this stuff. Got locust insect. Bunch of stone and steel down it, and iron down in here. This usually makes good for a harvesting run in general. True prize of Shattered Springs is not this. I was asked earlier, what happened to the city? Well, this is all that remains of the army of that city. You look different. There we go. Now. Stone, brimstone, stone. Brimstone. I'll worry about crafting steel fire in a minute. Oh! Okay. Some of these guys are new. I don't know how new that guy is, but he's definitely new to me. The eclipse at least provides good lighting for even this environment. A bit dark, and technically it's nighttime. We can't find what we want here in Shattered Springs. Okay, wow, that's bad. 5 meat stacks. Oh, right, poison attacks. That's brutal. But sword is not effective. I need the mace. Sunder him. There we go. Tanking through the damage. On. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are definitely tougher than I remember. I think I remember them being before. Anyway, got him. Let's see what he has to drop. Demon blood. I mean, that's good stuff. Don't get me wrong. That's good stuff. But it's not what I'm after. We need to find rock noses. One's inside the springs. That's not what we're looking for. Oh wait, St. Patrick's Day? Really? Huh. Didn't have a lot of liquor stockpiled for today. I'm going to be disappointingly sober from St. Patty's. You know, when the Great Salt Lake finishes drying up, the air in the valley will become poison. It's a major unsolvable issue in Utah. I guess what I'd consider doing is there a way to extract the salt from the air? That's just where my mind goes to first. Like, if it's the salt in the air, that's the issue. Is there any way to pass the air through a filter and cleanse it? So, got a couple rock noses here, more regular variety, but maybe they have. Well, they go down a lot easier at least. Nope, no bloodstone from that kind. That's the arsenic, huh? Safely gathering and handling arsenic. I am no expert in that field, unfortunately. I'm sure arsenic has uses, you know, aside from poison. You're kind of neat, but you aren't what I need. Bloodstone. Where would I find bloodstone? Well, the alternative is that maybe it's a kind of stone that can be harvested. Oh! This looks promising. This looks very promising. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. All right. Yeah, this mace is putting in business. Let's see. No, no, no. Coal and stone. Coal and stone. Ah. No hints on that either, huh? Well, at least get grit up to 15. Surely. Where would I get such... Where would I get such an item? But Kamozis didn't say anything about it. Where would I get such a thing? Scorpion nest next? Nah, next thing's Golem Fort. Sure, you're some kind of coal variant? I think that a glowing rock nose would have, like, something along those lines. Am I maybe using the wrong tool? Should I perhaps be using, like, the hatchet to harvest them? How did I get such stonehouse? I mean, yes, I could look it up in 5 seconds if I went on the internet. But it's... the discovery's part of it. Ditch my inferior tools. I don't need them anymore. Another reason to come out here, though. Someone very important. Conversation. This guy right here. Fortunately, scorpions don't like it when I get to have conversations.
Come to me. You have nothing to fear of me, human. I am simply lonely as I await my return to the Misty Lands. I would like to talk. Is my appearance repellent to you, human? Your kind find no kinship in the unnatural. My brother Impisi summoned me from the Misty Lands. We are bound by flesh, blood, and our kinship with Jebbar Sarg. Me power that could not be given, he took my silence for disobedience, and drove me forth from his camp in a wrath. I simply wish to return to my realm, but Impisi will not allow it because he thinks I am withholding information. I will wander here, human, until I can return to the Misty Lands.
Let's see. I don't trust them to strike him down. I need to learn Midnight Alchemist for some very special potion recipes. Now, do I still have the horse? It's back at the tower foundations. So do I have it? Yes, but I can't really use it right this second. Hey, this looks like a sorcerer camp. Maybe these guys know where to get the bloodstones? Really? Wait, why are you attacking me? Dude, frick, that was self-defense. All are assholes about this kind of stuff. We're going to change our journey to sorcerer journey. Find and defeat a sorcerer, and there's probably one in this camp.
Whimper in terror, fool! Have you nothing better, pup?
Hey, equal rights means equal less, bitch.
Soon my teeth will taste your throat! You will never return to your den!
I don't even have anything good. I'm just looking for one of you that's a sorcerer. The rest I could care less about. Fighter 3, huh? There we go. There's probably a sorcerer right about there. There we go. She-Knight sorcerer. And 3. Dang, a lot of them showed up at once. This is bad.
My claws are sharp, pup. Are yours?
Sack high food. There we go.
My claws are sharp, pup. Are yours?
Find the hidden sorcerers.
You will never return to your den. Have you nothing better, pup?
Getting a lot of bleed stacks on me. I'm not really able to do much with this action economy. There, I got the sorcerer's stuff. Now I gotta find that cave. I know where that cave is. Been there once before, and it's not terribly far from here. Get out of here and dodge the werewolves and the dogs of the desert. Umbrage or stamina both usage and recovery is abysmal. Got a regular old posse tailing us now. Cave, it's right around here. Desmond's journal. Dead sorcerer's map. Yeah. Not far from other base. First, back to Alchemist journey. I'll harvest some aloe leaves. I'm pretty sure that there's aloe up here. Oh, there's aloe up here. Lotus. Loot chest. Powerful rhino that I don't want to mess with. Ah, here we are. Aloe. Yeah, I don't want to be facing you down anytime soon, buddy. I mean, could I take you out with my current gear? Probably, but it would not be fun. Alrighty. I'm definitely changing my toggles after this. Kind of nice that they make it really easy to see where Met Kamozis is doing stuff. He's got a big red beacon in the sky now. Oh, wait, when did I gather up a bunch of salt? Must have been from Shattered Springs. Covers rhino horn for strength. Honestly, you can get better stuff than rhino horn from that particular rhino. Spiders after us. Drink an aloe extract. Well, health's already full. I'd have to get hurt for that to happen. Where to get bloodstone? There, now I can drink it. There, completed the alchemist journey step. Create a bunch more. Potion maker journey unlocked. Cool. Near the path of the sorcerer. Because maybe, just maybe, if we achieve a high rate in the path of the sorcerer, then we will find a way to craft golems. Now, though, we have two leads. One, we can continue down the path of the sorcerer and see if it leads to golemancy. Our second option is to return to Met Kamozes and see if he has an answer. Also need more crystal from the Warren of Degenerates, so it's good to make a stop by the old base down here. Crystals are very important. Especially with sorcery, we found a whole lot of new options for them. This way. Gather a whole bunch of crystal. It's that we don't need to do much. Just get regular crystal and paint it red. Well, you say that, but that's the thing. Not knowing how to make the blood crystals, like maybe it's something you craft. I actually thought of that. Are they something you harvest? I'm pretty sure there's something you harvest. What thumbnails I've seen flash across YouTube seem to indicate that they were something that you harvested. Many questions. Very least we can just take a little pokey poke around here. Oh yeah, speaking of sorcerers, I actually captured one. Brought him here and, well, now he's my friend. I'm going to put him in my pocket. Yes, I have Home of Karak. I will need it as well. Material-wise, Slivers of the Unfulfilled. I have insects? I must have dropped them all. Gather a bunch here. Gather a bunch of insects. Toss them in there. Make some more elixirs of freedom. Still looking for that sorcerer cave, which, if my hunch on that map is correct and my memory serves, it's down this way. A little bit further. I think this is it. Shaleback Hollow. Corrupt area full of undead turtlemen. Not quite what I'm after. Right around here, though. Is Shaleback Hollow? Why wouldn't it be on the map? Maybe I'll just run through Shaleback Hollow and we'll see what comes out the other side. That in the offhand, and I'll go at them with the mace, since the sword doesn't seem to be doing much. Maybe. Promising. This looks familiar. It's a sorcery. Eight. Maybe it's because I have a Tome of Karak in inventory. Yes. There we go. I need to not have a Tome of Karak in my inventory. Touch the Tome of Karak, which again means don't have it in the inventory. There I can acquire it. Now I have 3 of them. Now I need to get back to my thaumaturgy bench. Good idea to have a base set up in this area. Good going past me. Got a very good idea and it's paying off. Caveman grunts and you being discovered makes you spaz out looking around. Curious about Far Cry Primal, actually. Alright, so, thaumaturgy bench. Got it. Upgraded to provide more spells. Gotta put away the 2 that I'm not going to use. It needs Sorcerer's Spell Page, Savory Flesh, and Glowing Goop. have a sorcerer's spell page and a tome of corrects. So over encumbered. Want to craft stuff because I'm over encumbered. Yeah, apparently. Weird. Oh, this. Go mount course. Flesh, volatile grounds, and other sorcerers. Cast a spell. That's the final step, so I know I have a spell focus around here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Alright guys, to all three of you watching, let's cast a spell.
Shug.
Very cool. Difficult to do, but cool. However, that did not unlock. Right, well, with all other avenues defeated, I believe would be left to do. Find our way to Metkamozis, but we'll see if we can get a couple bonuses from this altar stuff first. Extra sticks. Low on sticks. How much time are we dealing with anyway? We're about 10 minutes away, so I don't know if we're actually going to be able to craft the golem in the amount of time we've got. But at the very least, we'll see if we can get back to Metkamozis and maybe figure something out. Is it easy to switch up classes in this game? Oh, absolutely. All you need to do is down a potion and you can respec. And that was actually the point of the Midnight Alchemist that I got. Because now, if I look under my journey, go to survival, I have Midnight Alchemist. The Potion of Bestial Memory. That allows you to just reset your stats without resetting all your knowledge points. It's incredibly useful. It's basically a respec potion. And they're super simple to craft. Yeah, if Yidis hasn't started, it's because he's waiting for me to finish. So, I said I'd do 3 hours, and I will stick to that. But I will, of course, continue offline to try to take some of the boring stuff out, and then have some more good Conan content for you guys next week. But we still got 10 minutes, so maybe we can figure out the secrets of the Bloodstone before then. Because I'd rather not have to look online and find spoilers. Whole bunch of them chasing me now. Gotta outrun them so that got 2 layers of combat sounds coming at me. Hello, sir. The gator's gonna see me and the combat music's gonna restart. Curve around this. Always a gator that wants to mess with me. They're getting there. Almost to the spire. Literally can't walk for 2 minutes out here without attracting something negative's attention. I've seen video of the Florida dude attacking an alligator, fighting an alligator with a frying pan. I have not. I assume that it's on land because there's no way that you can fight a gator in the water and win. Almost there. Flip around a bit more. There, this has to be the way up. You still following me? There we go. There we are. Now, any of you know where bloodstones can be found? Talkative.
These captives have been found lacking in sorcery skill, and have been set aside by our lord. Still, their backs are strong, and may prove to have a value yet. As a thrall, I will trade you such captives for ancient Abolai.
Offer what? Did a gator seriously follow me all the way up here? Oh, you don't have any knowledge. Share. Forge light. So you sell legendary weapons. Surely there has to be something up here. Mechomoses, you gotta know something, man.
Greetings, Exile. The visions came to me, but I also saw a way out. Kurak is chaos. The preparations are made. I only require more blood crystals. Through my visions, I spied a way. The visions came to me, wafting like lotus smoke. The harder I grasped, the more the truths eluded the grip of my mind. I had to be very still, Melt away
Can't
all
tell me where to get
notion
ahead
of
of
self,
the rock.
and stalk those cagey revelations, like the ghost of thought.
Only thing I can think of is perhaps does the stone itself? To activate it, I need blood crystals. So these can't be where one acquires blood crystals. Black blood sickle for a bunch? Yeah. It's neat, but it's not what I need. Prisoners in cages. But where do I get this stuff?
No!
Gotta sacrifice people for it? where do you
Greetings,
get this stuff?
Wanderer. I suspect an interesting and winding... So many once. Mekamosis has shown generosity to we Khitan. He unites us with the promise of escape. His
Absolutely
mind
nothing.
is ruthless, but sane. No small feat for one
Well,
who practices his art.
I'm gonna look it up, guys. Like, either I... Well, no.
Touch me!
I would have liked to find it on stream. I'm tempted to look it up, but... I think we're just gonna have to accept that I didn't figure it out. And it's going to take... It's gonna take some searching to figure out how to get it. Maybe... No, we'll just look it up real quick. Where do we get blood crystal? Let's get the answer. Conan. Strange manifestation that was drawn to sorcery. Seems to be radiating with a strange energy. That answers nothing, but that item description also kind of helps. Was drawn to sorcery, huh? Well, I don't think I was off with the rock noses, but maybe there's somewhere else. Maybe I just need to keep searching. So, thank you for everyone for stopping by. I'm going to play out and I'm going to look around and see if I can find out what the heck it means by strange things drawn to sorcery. So for now, I'll be heading out and I'll probably be playing this in the background while Yeetus streams. So, peace out, Warband. I'll talk to you in a bit.